Hello all, my name is Joseph, and today I will be taking you through how to create a website, whether that is for yourself or for work or for school even. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to our URL bar and we're going to type in sites.google. As you can see, it's already coming up for me. Now I want to be clear about that, sites.google, not google.sites. Google.sites will take you to something very similar, but you're going to have to go through multiple paywalls, which is ridiculous when you could just do it for free. So sites.google. It'll bring you to a page that looks like this. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is enter your site name. And for this, we're going to do English 302. This will be the name people see when they're searching for your website when it comes up. I want to be clear about that. This will be what they see. So after that, we're going to go to our header. Same thing for the sake of this. English 302 final. Your header. Obviously, as you can see here, all the similar options you would have to any sort of Word or PDF formatting. So you can change font size, gradient, all of it. If you would like to, don't have to, but if you would like to, there's that. And from there, what we're going to want to do is go over to content blocks. Now, as you can see, I clicked on this content block, and this is what came up on the side. Content blocks are great, and I think they're a fantastic way to really just showcase your website. So for instance, this is an English 302 final. I could have a picture of a rubric or of a summary or just something fun. And then next to it, we could have any sort of text you would like to add to it. Now, as well, if you're like, oh, this isn't quite what I'm looking for, you do have additional content blocks to choose from. Two pictures, two different texts to edit, so on and so forth. I'll also say, as well, if you're like, either way, that's just not enough, like I just need a little bit more, each content block that you choose will stack on top of themselves. So you can just go through and you could add literally all six. And now you can use any of them. And after that, and do this in any order of operations you would like to. But after that, what I usually do, as you can see, I already have one up here. Go to pages. See this button? You're going to click new page. I already have summary up there. So for a name, let's go with rubric. Now I've got a whole new page. So home, rubric, summary, and you can just cycle through all of those. Very quick, very easy. And after pages, we'll go to themes. And themes, I think, is just one that's fun to just mess around with. So first of all, you can go through any of the colors of your background. As well, if you want, you can just change the entire background. And then obviously, so let's say you went with level. Now you've got this, change colors as well, font style. I do personally love slab, I'm not going to lie. All right. And as I do want to make a point about that, as you will see, this carries on to each one of them. So each one of them will now have this. You can change, however, go back to summary. Aristotle. We'll go blue. And now carried over. So I do want to be clear about that. They will carry over and there's not a way to change that. So each one cannot be different, unfortunately, but just something to know or to look out for. All right, so we've done pages, we've done themes, I've shown you content blocks. So when it comes to the insert page, let's say content blocks, it's just not your favorite. Let's get rid of one. We'll go to text box. Now, if you don't want to use any content blocks, you can just use text boxes if you would like to. Get rid of all of these. So here we are. If you want to just do text boxes, you can. And as you can see, you can change it however you would like to, and you can add it. If you want, you can still use a content block and then as well have a text box. I will say that as well. at any point you want a text box, the text box is going to go under the content block. Same with if you wanted to do, there we are, if you wanted to do a button, let's say we have rubric and summary, so we'll say rubric, link to the rubric. Insert. At any point you make a button, same thing. Whether it's the text box or the button, they will always go under the content block. That's just how it is. Now, as well, maybe you don't, that's just not what your website's for, right? If you wanted to do something entirely different, we can go down to charts, and they'll give you some examples. So for this one, we'll do a Bio 101 data sheet. Insert. Choose which one. Add. And it comes up right here. So that's lovely. And I will say a lot of these are gonna, if you're using your website for any sort of charts or images or pictures, a lot of this is either, obviously it'll come out of your photo album, but a lot of the other charts or anything numbers related is going to come out of a OneDrive more often than not. So I will say that is something that you will have to sync both of them up together. But anyway, that. And now after that, of course, we can also, you can do images if you would really like, upload, select, anything like that. But that's about it. Very basic with just like a few, little, I don't know if I would call them more specific things, but, a few things that maybe you wouldn't think about in creating a website gives you a good idea. And yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day. Hang in there.